What makes a message persuasive? We're halfway through my course, The Arts of Communication, at the Harvard Kennedy School. And at this point in the class, all my students have delivered a controversial speech to a potentially hostile audience. And isn't that a critical leadership skill? Telling people something they don't want to hear, but that they need to hear. So what makes a message persuasive? What we learned in class is that first and foremost, we have to build trust with our audience. If we don't build trust, then none of the persuasive techniques we teach are going to work. Persuasion isn't a speech, it's a process. And the process starts with building trust. So once we've done that, once we've earned the trust of our audience, what tools of persuasion can you add into your speech or message in order to make it more persuasive? Here are 3 strategies you can use. First, acknowledge opposing viewpoints. Show respect for people's beliefs before you try to change those beliefs. Because if you just hit them with facts, you're not going to change their beliefs. So start by acknowledging what they believe and why that's valid before you can take them to another argument. Second, tap into emotion. We can argue with your facts, but we can't argue with how you feel about an issue. So think about the emotional argument behind your belief so that when you share that emotion, we start to feel it too, which helps us connect with you. And third, demonstrate shared values between you and the people in your audience. What do you have in common with them? And how can you build on that so that you can connect? One of my students in class told a powerful story of a policy gone wrong. And she said, we don't have to agree on this issue in order to agree that what happened is just wrong. And in doing that, she tapped into these powerful values that everyone can agree with, and she creates connection despite disagreement. The goal of a persuasive speech is to build connection with your audience, which can then lead them down the path towards your belief. But remember, it's not a speech, it's a process that starts with building trust and then using these tools of persuasion to connect with your audience, which eventually leads them to consider that your argument just may have value. Those are the tools I wanted to share. Let me know how it goes.